Hello and welcome back to this best of 7 between Aspire and SG. I just drank approximately 4 liters of water to ensure that my voice remains clear and crisp throughout this entire game. And if you didn't speak metric, or if you don't speak metric, 4 liters is approximately 1.05 gallons. Google helped me out with that before this match. And for the record, I didn't actually drink that much water because that would be insane. Like, that's actually pretty close to the maximum volume of the human stomach. So, yeah. Anyway, so down here, in the bottom left as the red Protoss, we do have Poser, the hero, won the last game in a fairly drawn-out macro game in which he got lots of Colossus. I was going to say Colossi, and then whatever. He got lots of Colossus, and never upgraded range, and then won. So that was pretty cool. So his opponent for this game will be Exo. It's going to be a PvP. So I would not be surprised at all to see some sort of early aggression. And indeed, we are going to see that, because Exo threw down that gateway, I think, at 11. Which is quite early. Could be we'll see a 4-gate out of him. Or it could just be he wants to get units out a little bit faster to ward off any potential aggression. I certainly can't fault him for that if that's the case. Poser, sneaking a probe out. This definitely looks very sneaky, as though he wants to hide a pylon or something along those lines. Because that's what Protoss do. Protoss, the sneakiest of all races, the only race which has units that are permanently cloaked. The only race that can build a single pylon and then warp in an army around that pylon. Yes. I suppose the Zerg equivalent to that would be like building a hatchery in the middle of nowhere. But that wouldn't really work out well, because then you need like a queen and... yeah, I don't know. So Poser gets in here, sees the Cyber Core already on the way. Very close to being done, actually. Poser's is a good 30 seconds behind. So if he's glancing at that, he knows that this gateway went down quite early. Zealot gets out, cuts the probe in half. And looks like we're going to see a little bit of pressure coming out from Exo. Poser, for his part, seems to be saving up some resources. Wants to make sure he can get a Stalker out ASAP. Or maybe even a Sentry. Actually would be a decent idea to get a Sentry up from Force Fields. But this probe's going to get up here. We're going to see if he's going to start throwing down some pylons. And has Poser been saving Chrono Boost? Yes, he has. He's going to start Chrono Boosting out that Stalker. Zealot is most of the way across the map now. We'll be getting there soon, but the Stalker will be out before then. Exo Stalker, though, on the way as well to help out. So, yeah, it looks like Exo gonna drop a pylon. And that Stalker comes out now, and gonna start shooting away the Zealot, and thus begins the micro war, which the Zealot will be the most frustrated person ever for a very, very long time. Poser losing some shields, but nothing too disastrous. And Exo throwing out a pylon here. And a pylon here, Stalker coming up the ramp, and that sentry's very exposed. Gonna start zapping away. No, the Stalker! Oh, that's pretty bad. And if you didn't know, sentries, not so great against Stalkers. And Poser doesn't know that there's a pylon here. This is pretty disastrous. Some probes being pulled to try to force back the Stalker. And we should be seeing a giant warp in at any moment. Yep, there we go. Lots of Stalkers getting warped in. Warp gate isn't even done for Poser yet, and he GG's. Oh man, Exo with the 4-gate. Poser just not prepared. He wins. Looks like he's taking a victory lap. Or whoever recorded this replay was AFK. Actually, that seems more likely, because I think Exo left as well, so... Tax. AFK and... Anyway, so, wow, yeah, so Stargate Gaming, Team SG, goes up 3-1. So, gonna have to see who Aspire throws out now to try to bring it back. Join me for Game 5.